DaBaby has the entirety of the rap game and pretty much all of social media going off. It's not like DaBaby hasn't been in heaps of trouble before, but this time he might be done. On July 25th of 2021, DaBaby made some comments at the Rolling Loud Festival in Miami that rubbed basically everybody the wrong way. Nothing he's done in the past has blown up like this, and after he started receiving backlash, the situation got completely out of hand. And everybody and their mama got something to say about the ignorant stuff he spewed during the concert. That's not the only thing, though. He followed up all the controversy with a video that's got some really questionable imagery. So what's really going on with DaBaby? As we mentioned earlier, on July 25th, 2021, DaBaby made some absolutely off-the-wall comments. Now, what did he say exactly? He said,
"You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks. Put a cell phone light in the air. Lady, if your smell like water, put a cell phone light in the air. Fellas,
lights up.
Fellas, if you ain't sucking dick parking lot, put your cell phone lights in the air.
Let's be real about this shit.
Yeah, keep it fucking real."
Not only are these remarks really homophobic, but his remarks are also, not true. First of all, DaBaby claims that HIV or AIDS results in death after a matter of weeks. That's just patently false. While it was a lot tougher to deal with when there weren't as many treatment options on the market back in the day, people can live long and healthy lives with maintenance and medication in place. There's a really dangerous homophobic stigma around HIV and AIDS, despite the fact that it's a legitimate threat to anyone who's sexually active. That's just the beginning of what's wrong with what was said. Although the rest of the problems are completely obvious looking at the quote, don't worry. He clarified. Anybody who done ever been affected by HIV/AIDS, y'all got the right to be upset, DaBaby wrote. What I said was insensitive, even though I have no intentions on offending anybody, so my apologies. But the LGBTQ community, I ain't tripping on y'all. Do you. Y'all's business is y'all business. Ever since DaBaby came out and dropped this mess of a rant, he's been apologizing non-stop. Although none of them are actual apologies. He's constantly been dropping completely half-baked excuses. Right? In the first statement, it wasn't so much saying sorry as it was him digging the hole deeper. He tried to claim that anybody trying to call him out can't have an opinion because it was specifically a conversation he was having with only the fans at that show. He thinks that somehow people looking at the situation from the outside don't have proper context to make decisions about what he actually meant. He went on to say,
"What me and my fans do at the live show, it don't concern you on the internet or you bitter on the internet. It's not y'all business." You know what I'm saying? Like what I do at a live show is for the audience at the live show. It'll never translate correctly to somebody looking at a little 5-6 second clip from their goddamn crib.
He went on to clarify that none of his fans had HIV or AIDS anyway, because none of them are, quote, nasty gay niggas or junkies. Wow, okay. Don't worry though, because T.I. comes to the rescue, right? Only to get himself dragged for being equally as ignorant. What did he have to say? If Lil Nas X can kick his shit in peace, so should DaBaby, shrug emoji. Hashtag equality. Social media's full of confusion, he goes on. Words are often misconstrued, and to be honest with you, if homosexuals have more rights than heterosexuals, people just say that. Let's let that be the law. Is that the law? I just feel like I respect gays, especially the ones who have the courage and bravery to step out and live in their truth. I respect that, but I respect it the same way if you're a heterosexual person. I respect it the same way. He also decided to let everyone know that he wasn't really into the whole Lil Nas X thing. The Lil Nas X shit, the performances, the videos, I got a lot of respect for bro, because like I said, he had the courage to live in his truth, but that shit ain't for me. I can't look at it, it ain't for me. He's right. It literally isn't for him. So instead of having an opinion on Lil Nas X's career, he can sit down and not say anything. Why sit around and hate on the music you don't like when you can literally just keep your opinion to yourself for free? What he had to say might actually be upsetting if it made any sense in the first place. It's obvious that gay people are oppressed, and they have been for a long time. It's not about giving gay people more rights than straight people. It's about giving them more rights in general. Amber Rose immediately popped in after all that to let everyone know that she, for one, found T.I.'s whole argument extremely homophobic. She said, "What in the homophobia? Y'all so mad that Lil Nas X is winning. To be this homophobic feels like they're battling something internally. This is not equality. This is hatred, period. I'm an activist, first and foremost. This is why I started my shit walk. For everyone to come and feel comfortable in their own skin. This perpetuates hate and violence, and I stand with the LGBTQ community. We should all feel safe at a concert no matter what our status is, who we love, or who we want to give head to. Almost all of his Instagram posts following the event were deleted, but there is one still up which claims it was one of the most important performances at Rolling Loud. He said it was incredibly controversial due to things deemed insensitive said during your performance, even though you're an entertainer. Try to apologize and explain that you meant no harm and that you were only entertaining as you were paid to do, and have no problem with anyone's sexual preference that is outside of yours. Only to have a substantial amount of people refuse to understand your logic, tag along with a trending topic, and play with your character and do everything they can to take money out of your pockets and food from your kids' mouths. And have everybody around you panicking only for you to apologize anyway, stand in the fact that you were entertaining and truly didn't mean to offend anybody or start no commotion, although they're currently offending you. The victim complex he's setting up here is, a little ridiculous. It's not like literally everyone else in the situation is wrong and he's simply misunderstood. He's legitimately dodging responsibility for anything he's done. When Dua Lipa, Elton John, and various brands you worked with in the past are actively calling you out, you probably actually screwed up. Just a little bit. Dua Lipa, who had worked with DaBaby in the past on their global hit song Levitating, made an Instagram post saying, "I'm surprised and horrified at DaBaby's comments. I really don't recognize this as the person that I worked with. I know my fans know where my heart lies and that I stand 100% with the LGBTQ community. We need to come together to fight the stigma and ignorance around HIV/AIDS. Elton John quickly shot down a lot of the mistruths that DaBaby inadvertently spread in a 5-page text post. The highlights being, you can live a long and healthy life with HIV. Treatment is so advanced that with 1 pill a day, HIV can become undetectable in your body, so you can't pass it to other people. Homophobic and HIV mistruths have no place in our society and industry as musicians. We must spread compassion and love for the most marginalized people in our communities." Lil Nas X, after he was pulled into everything by T.I., came back and made a bit of a sly diss directed at DaBaby and T.I. I'm starting to think y'all gay too, cause y'all stay on my and some of y'all ain't even mad that I'm gay. Some of y'all mad I'm gay and still succeeded. Honestly, at least as far as T.I. is concerned, that seems to be what's up. Things got so bad that even Lil Nas X's dad came into the conversation, posting a picture of DaBaby and Lil Nas X hanging out together with the caption, "Bruh, sit down, you had your time." It only makes sense that his dad is defending his son on this one. Before we get into the new music video, we're also going to bring up something else that not a lot of people know about. Back in March of 2020, DaBaby was recorded on video slapping a female fan in the face during one of his shows. He claims that she was too close to him while taking a picture with flash on. That's still not a reason to slap somebody. Just to prove again, he's absolutely terrible at apologies. He claimed that he would have slapped a fan in the face regardless of if it was a man or a woman. I do apologize that there was a female on the other end. I think by this time you know it's a well-known fact that male or female, I would have responded the same exact way. DaBaby also just dropped Giving What It's Supposed to Give, and in the song, he has a line that's just as homophobic as his rant at Rolling Loud. It goes, "We like AIDS, I'm on your ass. We on your ass, bitch. We don't go away, go away." He says this while literally holding up a sign that just says AIDS. After that, "Don't fight hate with hate" shows up on screen in rainbow letters. There are also shots of DaBaby in jail during the video, and at the very end he says, "My apologies for being me the same way you want the freedom to be you." Now, we shouldn't have to point out the fact that fighting to be homophobic isn't at all the same as the LGBTQIA+ community's struggle to literally just exist. He has the right to free speech and all, but if the media wants to blow up about it, that's their right too. What do y'all think about the situation? Was DaBaby taken out of context, or was he really just all the way off the mark on this one? Were any of his apologies enough, or does it seem like he's just trying to save face and his career? Did T.I. have literally any place in this conversation to go ahead and jump in? And why bring Lil Nas X into this when he had nothing to do with it? Let us know what you think about all this in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to get more rap news sent directly into your news feed. As always, have a great rest of your day, and don't forget to keep it RIZZLE.